What's up, lovers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the second episode of The Art of Flipping. So the vehicle we have now is going to be a 2005 Subaru STI. And we picked this thing up actually a couple months ago. Just haven't done anything with it because I was still deciding what we wanted to do. And yeah, I decided that we're just going to rebuild it back to stock and sell it. So this vehicle all around is pretty minty, other than that bumper scratch right there. Interior is just amazing. I did take over that side just because I was looking at the ECU and trying to figure some stuff out for the other vehicle. But all around, vehicle's in pretty good condition. Now the hood itself was not very great. It was a carbon hood, so they wrapped it or sprayed something on it to make it black, and it just did not come out very well. So I did take the hood off, and I'm trying to refinish the carbon on that. And then obviously there's no motor in the vehicle, so we got quite a bit of work ahead of us on this vehicle. I did order some parts already and pick up another motor already that's rated for about 450 horsepower. So we're just gonna go ahead and start putting some stuff together, see what else we need. Here's the new block, freshly assembled, new pistons, everything like that inside. Show you this side here. We got the heads resurfaced here as well. Just got those back today. We're gonna reassemble the long block right now. New oil pump in there, some more valve stuff for the heads, and then I got a couple other parts in the back of the Subaru that I'm gonna put together. We'll get this long block assembled, get the timing done hopefully today as well. I don't have the pin for it, but we'll see what we can do. And then yeah, we'll get everything else ready to put back together so we can just get this thing dropped into the car. So here's one of the upgrades that we're doing for the motor. These are cosmetic head gaskets. I don't want to run OEMs, so I went ahead and got these upgraded ones, a little bit better ply. And then the other thing, we have the ARP head studs there as well. And what I actually figured out is that in this yellow bucket of all the parts for this motor, there actually were ARP head studs already. I didn't notice that. I've already bought them, so we're just going to run these new ones. And then I'll save the other ones just in case I ever need some new head studs ever again. But yeah, we're going to get this head back on this side here, torque everything down, get the other head on, torque everything down, put the cams in, lube all that up. So another thing that this vehicle was missing was the passenger side intake camshaft. So we got a new one from Subaru. We're going to throw this on. We already got the exhaust camshaft on there. Throw this one on next, cover it up, put the valve covers on, throw the spark plugs in it, and then put in the coil packs as well, just so we have this side done. We've already tightened down all the head studs, so we did the sequence 30, 60, 90, and then in that star pattern that it makes you do. So like I said, we'll get this side buttoned up, finish the other side as well, and then hopefully again move on to some timing and throw some accessories on it and get this thing dropped in. So it's the next morning. We got the long block assembled. I got the bushings on each of the cams here. I'm starting to get some of these pulleys put together, and I am missing a bolt behind here to hold this bracket in, so I'll have to find one of those. I am missing a one bolt for one of the camshafts, or not the camshafts, excuse me, one of the pulley idlers as well. So I'll have to find that. And then now I believe in here should be exactly what I need. These already got bolts, so this is gonna go here. Have another one for that side. And then I have the other pulleys down in here. That one right there will go right here. And then have an additional one to go on that side. So we'll get all that buttoned up. I gotta get that bolt in here first before I can even do timing. Because if not, I will definitely forget about it, and I don't want this thing jumping or anything like that. So let's get these cams put together, get that bolt in there. So in order to take this off, I actually had to take off the TGVs from the manifold. So since we're here, we're gonna be replacing these TGV manifold gaskets. And then we also have our new TGV to the block gaskets here as well. So we'll get these replaced, get that new piping in there, and then hopefully get this manifold on. A few minutes later, we got the headers on. We got the whole manifold on, TGVs, everything is tightened down. Got the turbo inlet right there. Got a bunch of stuff plugged in now. There's only a couple cables that are unplugged just because we have to throw it in the car and actually finish plugging it up from there. But tomorrow, or maybe a little bit right now, we're actually gonna throw these motor mounts on, get that all situated, so that way tomorrow in the morning or whatever, we can actually just try to drop this into the vehicle and get the rest of everything plugged in, get all the fluids in it, and then I do actually have to get the thermostat housing or the water pump housing, whatever you want to call it, It's missing that. I don't know where it is. It didn't come with the vehicle. So we got to get that, throw a new thermostat in there, close that up. And I'm probably going to have to get new radiator hoses because I've only found one. And obviously I can't run it with just one. So we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, everything else is all pretty good to go. Flywheel clutch is in. Got the clutch fork pin in as well, and then the throw bearing. So now we are ready to drop this in. I'm going to move a couple of this stuff to the side, make sure we have enough space and room so we don't damage anything else, and then get this thing dropped in. So we ran into an issue. Not one, but both of the motor mounts I put on backwards, so they will not seat properly on the position that they're supposed to be at. So now I'm just struggling getting these motor mounts out. I got the right side out already. Just trying to finish this one. This one's pretty hard just because the bolt is all the way back up there. I can't really see it from here, but yeah, pretty difficult. So I'm literally only moving it like barely anything at a time. So once I get this thing out, we'll get the motor back in properly. I forgot to connect this oil line from right there to behind the cover. So I had to take timing off again. I'm gonna have to take the timing cover off completely, get that line on there, and then I'll have to redo timing again. And hopefully it's not too difficult, even though it's sitting in the vehicle now. But yeah, don't forget to put that line there. We're gonna disconnect the fuel pump right now so we can actually get so we can get oil pressure through the turbo, through the block, through the crankcase, everything like that. So we don't, cause any spun bearings or anything like that on first startup. Or burn out the turbo. So we're going to disconnect this fuel pump right now. We're going to prime the car a couple times, try to crank it over, and then we will plug everything back in for the fuel and then get her going. Idling a little bit bad right now. I got a check engine light sitting at 1500, but she is cold. Again, this is the very first start on the new motor, everything like that. So it's gonna take a minute for this thing to break in, but I'm gonna walk around it real quick and just make sure that nothing is leaking.
A few moments later.
Yeah, nothing else to say about that. I have no idea where that's coming from, but that's all oil. So motor came out again. Apparently we forgot the rear main seal, and she leaks all the way from there. So driveway is a mess, part who knows. We're gonna get this main seal on. We're gonna fix a couple things on it, throw it back in there. We had Stroll here fix a couple of the tuning for the break-in, and once it's broken in, then we will retune it for some more power, just to make sure it doesn't feel like a dog. And yeah, we'll get this motor in probably tomorrow, hopefully. I gotta get a couple more stuff like this seal back here, which broke but was holding slightly, but I just might as well replace it since it's already out. And yeah, we'll go from there. Picked up a new turbo VF39, about to throw this in. This one had leaky seals. This one was apparently rebuilt with 30k miles on it now, so hopefully it doesn't have the same problem, but we're gonna get this thing through. New turbo is in, everything's bolted up, got oil pressure through to the turbo. We're gonna try to start it up right now and see. Exhaust is not smoking. I know we got a little bit of oil and cooling down it, so we're just waiting for that to burn off. But yeah, there you go. You can see it right now burning off. So we'll let it idle for a little bit, and then we will take it down the road and see if it does not smoke and boost anymore.